Well, good morning, everybody, and welcome to another exciting Patreon exclusive episode, the Round Table Edition. We're a lot like those knights of the Round Table because we're always fucking that lady in the lake. Now, to my left, my own personal Sir Lancelot. You know him. Everybody knows him. His name is Mike, Rich Mike.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Mike.
That's right. All right. And then the other guy who's here, the man of the hour, he's a class act. What class is it? Probably remedial English because he's a bird brain. It's Bert. What's up, brother?
Hello, everyone.
And then frumpy old Frau Franklin is here.
That's right, everybody. It's been a long damn road, and we're just getting started. Gentlemen, we are here to discuss the new room, new view, the great song that's sweeping the nation. Is this on any of the metal charts, Mike? I know you've been keeping up to date with them.
I don't think so. It might be on the blues rock charts, but I don't think it's on any metal charts yet.
Well, we just found out Adam Cole's music. Spoiler, Uncle Howard. Adam's Cole music at the top of the iTunes metal chart, one of the most downloaded. The Boom, not to be confused with the Boom Anime Babes from the Bare Naked Lady song,
the Boom,
or the POD song. So now I don't know why this song isn't at the top of the charts here, but this is a song that I think, guys, has a lot of layers to it, like an onion, right? There's a lot of references to the past and the future, so let's get started on this. I think we'll start off on a where were you when you heard this song, starting with Burr. Where were you? It's like the OJ thing. Where you were when you saw that go down.
I was pondering this in anticipation. I think the first time I heard it was definitely on Dynamite for me. I know, Howard, you're a dark guy. Like, I know you're all about the YouTube AEW, but I remember when Paul White came out to confront QT, and who was he beating up? Damn it. Someone's kid, and I think it was grown-up Tony Schiavone's son. And he came out to that, and we're like, what the hell?
there was no attention to it.
Yeah. It was just like, oh, let me just drop this banger and save this, like, man from being beat up by, like, men much smaller than him.
This poor grown son of Arn Anderson. And what about you, Mike? Initial thoughts, maybe? I mean, hearing this, big... you did an episode on Virtual Pros
Yes.
about the wrestler theme songs. Where would this rank for you,
I think that's pretty good. It's I gotta admit, I didn't know until you asked me to do this show that this was actually the same guy, Just Joe, from the original Big Show theme song. So that I thought they just got an impersonator, and I was kind of like, that's kind of messed up. But no, it's the guy, it's the original guy, and I think that makes it pretty good in my book, because Big Show has been around for a long, long time, and you're like, you've seen it all from the Big Show, but you haven't, because he has a new theme song, and most will say it's better than his old theme song, which seemed to be impossible to be topped.
Now, this guy you mentioned, Joe Altier, responsible for Crank It Up, okay?
Yes.
That's what he calls Big Show, the original Big Show. But has he done any other WWE? It looks like a lot of his songs sound like they'd be wrestler themes, but then they end up being songs for other bands. I think something called Brand New Sin, so
Do all of his songs start with "well"?
It's him clearing his throat in anticipation.
Hey, Just Joe has an online store with merchandise. Mike, you collect little knickknacks and items. You ever thought about getting a Just Joe insulated coffee mug?
I can't say I have. I'm not that big of a Just Joe fan. I only know the 2 songs he's done. So
He's got a podcast.
yeah, I'm sure he does.
That's rare these days.
He's got less followers than me, I think, and are very close to. Okay.
Well,
Now, I'll admit I'm very disappointed to find out that it's not Michael P.S. Hayes, as I was
That
led
was
to believe.
speculated for a while. Yeah. What gives there? So it wasn't Michael P.S. It wasn't just like him, just like Singing a lot, I don't know. I thought it would be
Listen here,
definitely him.
Polly. I'll throw down the vocals.
I got this, Paulie. Don't you worry. But no, apparently not. So Joel Altier, 20 years of relationship here. Theo, a friend of ours, Uncle Howard, said that it should have been this song should have been like part of like a Titantron, like to announce the Big Show signing, and then show a video montage of him shaking hands of AEW people, signing on the dotted line of the contract. Like it could have been a whole thing. And then, as like Bert said, it's just a random intrusion, like, oh, let me play this great song out of nowhere here for everybody to hear, Not even in its entirety, but in their defense, they did have the YouTube link ready to go. So good on Joe.
The lyrics in the song, they say new room, new view, new shoes.
Yeah.
So has anyone noticed Big Paul's shoes since he's returned? I actually haven't paid much attention. I'll take a look right
He has
now.
a new set of hoodies.
Yeah, that's right. He looks great in the sleeveless hoodies. He looks like a giant egg with a shirt on.
Me and Bert were at the AEW show where a fan ran in, and they had a shirt with no sleeves, but also no sides. So it's just a neck hole. It was essentially just a bib. And they too also look like a giant baby, and the bib did not help. Now, that giant baby would not have come into the ring if it was Big Paul White and those new shoes. Now,
he looks cool as hell. He's got that camo singlet now, but it's like the Navy
he
camo.
had that during his WWE run. I think he kept the same gear.
Oh, really?
This looks a little sleeker, though, Bert. I think this is a little different. This looks a little sleeker in the gear. It looks like a version of that, but I think it's a
new,
sleeker. Yeah, I think it's like a new sheen on it, baby.
New friends, same attitude.
Now, the new shoes, is that like a deal breaker? Is that why Vince wouldn't sign him? Like, what do you want? Money for new shoes? God damn it, Paul. You're getting greedy. Well, anyways, here.
But that big man, his shoes must be what size 10?
Yeah, I would say it's
among the biggest shoes.
Double digits, baby.
That's among the biggest shoes here. Okay. So, all right. He says in the song here, Mike, that he's just getting started. Now, what the fuck has he been doing the last 20 years? If only now that he is just getting started, like somebody like you have on a group project and it's the last day and the motherfucker decides to show up.
I mean, it's just that kind of why I think it's that wild hogs mindset where you're an old man, but you have to prove that, you still got it in you. So you have to say stuff like that, like, I haven't even lived yet, something like that. So, I mean, honestly, I think lyrically the song isn't the best. I think Just Joe maybe pick some words that rhymed better than other words. So like the new shoes thing. Yeah, he probably doesn't have new shoes. I'm gonna assume he doesn't. But he had to say something because he ran out of things that rhymed with view. So
so you're going on record to say Big Show can't afford new shoes. Is that
probably not?
The man behind the toothpaste sandwiches here, not afraid, still doesn't have new shoes here. I would hope he has a new place here, though. I would hope he does have a new room. I imagine just facing Daly's place and what have you. But anyways, here. So there's other lyrics in this song. There's a lot of, oh, yeah. My tower is still standing. Is he implying that I shouldn't even touch on it.
It's from an alternate reality where 9/11 never happened.
Is he like saying I'm sturdier than that, shit? Like I'm still standing. No? Okay.
Yeah, they couldn't break him down. They tried to, ruin him, but now he's off the leash. We're really going to see what he can do. It's just like Daniel Bryan.
That's right.
It also,
go ahead.
It also can, again, be that wild hog's mindset, and he's talking about his penis because he is older. So it might, he might be like, "Hey, ladies, listen up. This is still standing down there, just so you know, just in case." Because there's some new ladies at AEW that weren't at WWE. So
that's true.
They may have hurt some Romans, and he's here to clear them up here. That
Yeah.
it's still standing. Okay.
They heard what Valvina said about him. Yes.
Oh God. Yes, from the GTV urinal there.
They
So
call you the Big Show.
Val, great opinion guy on Twitter, right, Uncle Howard, friend of yours?
Oh yeah, he knows what's the best. He says society's making us sick and they sell us medicine, but the real cure is cannabis. Which I know you always say that too, right? They just say that they
The real cure is cannabis.
yeah,
It can cure it all.
they can
So
cure it all.
Val Venus, anti-vax, but pro looking at other guys' dicks in the urinal without consent. So that's a way to live, Val. That is a way to live. And then didn't he like piss all over himself after that? And then but it looked green or something? Or am I just imagining that? Am I just creating my own? It looked like he pissed all over himself, but it was green. I might be mixing up role models with this, everybody, so I apologize. I think Big Show pisses green. I think that's new shoes,
He might.
new view, different color piss, same
Yeah.
attitude. Okay.
You know how when he was in WWE, they gave him a show on Netflix, the Big Show show. Now he's in
Mhm.
AEW. Is he going to get the Paul White?
God. All right, let's hear some other lyrics from this song here that maybe okay, let me go fast forward here. So sorry about that. All right. Okay. So I don't understand what some of this chorus is. When he's just like, "Start saying all these days." I'm
No.
I'm not really grasping some of the lyrics
He's
here.
saying scars live on these hands, but he's saying scars live on these hands. So it doesn't
Okay.
sound like that, but yeah.
Okay, so it's referencing again just the old all right, good. And now Just Joe commented, I am so honored I was asked to come back to do the new theme for my man Paul. I grew up a wrestling fan and my 12-year-old self Joe is still pinching himself that I've been able to be an iconic voice to this legend and to all the fans all these years. Major props to Mikey Ruckus for writing this. So Mikey Ruckus is the writer and contacted me. Major props to AEW for the opportunity and from bringing back wrestling we all know and love. Major props to Paul. It's always an honor, my brother.
Oh, he's a nice guy.
So, and the first comment here, knocked it out the park, bro.
Here's something interesting. Brand New Sin, his rock band, that existed from 2001 to 2008. They broke up for 11 years, and now they're back together.
So the Big Show's band has brought a band. Big Show's song brought a band back together from the brink of extinction. That's amazing.
There's a lot of good works that have occurred thanks to the Jacksonville office.
This song is like the cicadas. They come in every couple of years, bringing back the energy.
So do you feel now that you see Big Show in a new light, Bert?
I do. I saw his ass. I don't think I can recall seeing his ass like on TV in WWF ever.
That's right. We got to see his ass. Okay.
Oh no, he wore a diaper once, and I think he got wedgied in it. So
and the Akibono one as well. We saw a little bit of cheeks there.
Now we saw a nice, perfectly surgically shaved butt.
Yeah.
Just Joe's a Bernie Sanders guy.
Oh really? Oh, well, I guess he's not all good then.
Yeah, he's a cuck. No, probably Bernie Sanders.
Yeah, probably.
Of course. Yeah, if you like him, we like him, listener. Now, let's see. So, I guess what do you guys see in the future for our friend Paul now that he's got this new room, new view, new shoes, same attitude?
You think the scars on his hands are referencing the failed mini mall attempt?
We never got into that. It was referenced, starting to cut you off there, Mike. But the mini mall Stephanie McMahon brought up, that seemed like a very personal jab at something that really happened and they never talk about. It's like, what about the mini mall, Paul? What about the mini mall? I hope he has a good view of it.
They got a lot of mini malls in Jacksonville.
I'm glad for him. I am very much so glad for him. Uh, all right. Any other thoughts on this, Mike? Here, on this, on what's next for Paul?
Yeah, I was gonna say this song kind of reminds me about how when Roseanne started, it had the Roseanne song, and it was like this song's pretty cool for a TV show. And then after a while, they got the Roseanne remix with Blues Traveler, and it was like, this is what money do right here. You get that Blues Traveler money. So it makes me look at Paul in a different light. Like he's no longer a bozo because he was a bozo for a long time
Yeah.
in WWE. And I didn't think this was a good signing. I was like, old bozo Paul White. There's nothing they could do to rehabilitate him, but I think this did it. I think this song really helps. It gives you a fresh new view of Paul White, and I think mission accomplished with this song overall.
Mission accomplished. Now, there's an Easter egg. I don't know if you know this, but there's a very large G at some point in here in the Titantron. All the buildings have Paul White's name on it, and some of them, and some have a scrolling no BS text. But if you go to about the 11-12 second mark, there's a solitary G. Like, oh yeah, he's a real G. This one. Okay.
Oh,
The 11-second mark. Yeah, you see that? It says a G. All right. Now that's pretty cool. Like,
cool.
he's a G, baby.
He's a certified G and a bona fide thug. Did you guys see his match on AEW Dark Elevation where he took on 3 scrubs?
I did. The gun clucks were laughing it up.
Oh, I bet they were. Those guys were. I don't like what's become of those guys.
No.
They used to be such nice guys, and now all of a sudden they're acting like a bunch of jerks.
Did you see that match, Mike?
They haven't given Billy Gunn a good song, have they?
I don't think so.
I don't
It's just
know.
generic rock. You would think a guy who's had a career like that of Ass Man, and the One was also great.
Yeah.
Don't sleep on the One. And now what does he have? Just a single guitar?
Yeah, it's just like a Mountain Goat song.
Mm-hmm. No. Did you see that match, Mike? That 3-on-1?
No, I wanted to see it. There's always like one match every week on Dark I want to see,
Right.
and then I just never get around to it. Maybe I'll watch it. I assume it's like 2 minutes long, but I don't know if I've ever seen a 3-on-1. Hey, I mean, I guess I had to. I just don't remember. It's been years, so very
Viscera, and
interested in it.
I think Viscera or Big Daddy V and Braun have been some of the more recent to do the 3-on-1.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
It's not very often, though. It's not a typical thing. Maybe a King Kong Bundy as well, or no, Giant Gonzalez as well, Bert. I think we may have seen that match together. There's been a couple 3-on-1 matches, but yes, he is in rare company. At some point there should be a 3-on-1 match of a guy maybe not at Big Show's level, but like at an Adam Bomb, and then like he loses because like I think what's the rule, like after 6-on-1, like you can kind of like you can't win a fight if it's like more than 6 guys, right? Or it's like no more than 6 guys can fight you at once, so you have to learn how to take on 6 men at once.
Sure.
Because it's too crowded if there's 7.
Right. It becomes a bit much. I think it might be 7
around you.
It might be 7 men, but I think the rule is you only have to train to be able to fight 6 men at once, because there's not much more can really fit in there in a circle. Like there's not much they can do.
It's kind of like on certain, like I think the SmackDown versus Raw, like they would only allow up to 6 players, and that was it. You maxed out.
Yeah, you maxed out. No mercy. It's a 4-player type situation. WrestleMania 2000, NWO Revenge, which we would beat you guys in any time, any place. So a few other comments here. Badass track for a badass legend. Getting some Stone Temple Pilot vibes from this. So coming from
sure.
I guess that's the only other band that person's ever listened to. Okay, added the song to my workout playlist, and
That's cool.
yeah, right. This is something here, and nice to see the callbacks. That was from Ben Schmelzer. So it's nice to see the callbacks. So no, I think we agree. This is a deep song. It has a meaning. It has reference, and I think Mike is being a little disrespectful when he says this is wild hogs-ish and saying when he's just saying I just got started. I think now, I mean, holy shit! Imagine what we're gonna get now that he's serious.
Yeah, he's only begun. He's probably gonna start doing, crazy like suplexes, top rope moves.
I don't think so, man.
Springboards.
Springboard choke slam.
He's gonna do a big
Springboard.
scoop slam.
Oh man, a big scoop slam, maybe from the first rope to get extra height.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's a lot of
Maybe-
elevation.
Now,
I would-
Franklin, I know we discussed this in person, but I do want to bring it up to our co-host here. What's the general feeling? This song or TNA Jeff Jarrett's music?
Now I am in the camp of saying don't sleep on My World. Okay, Mike, are you familiar with My World?
No, I can't say I really remember that song.
Now,
at all.
and that song, well, first off, it starts off with a very eerie siren type thing, and it has the lyrics. It mentions The Rock in the song. It says, "He ain't Elvis, he ain't The Rock. Don't want to hear your big mouth talking. My world, my world." Yeah,
Whoa.
but then after the first episode of TNA, they censored out the part of The Rock because they didn't want to like any trouble or something. And it's a Dale Oliver original, kind of like TNA's
Jim
what's his name?
Johnson.
Jim Johnson, yes. So this is how it sounds a little bit. Maybe you might recall
Oh
something.
yeah, I remember this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess I never paid attention to the lyrics though. I didn't know it was so
Wow.
deep.
I don't think that's a very good Jeff Jarrett song since he's a country music guy to me.
I disagree, but he's more of a rogue renegade in TNA.
That's true. He's a bad man there.
Yeah. So this says, "This earth is not your place. The pale skin is on your face. If you step inside with me, you will see a You will see a king. He ain't dead. He is Jeff. Don't want to hear your big mouth talk." Okay, so this is the altered one where they don't mention The Rock. Okay, got it. Okay. So they even blurred it. They even like don't like, oh, they said he ain't dead. He ain't the, and that was like for a long time.
Do you think they took it out because mentioning The Rock is a trigger? A trigger warning?
I think The Rock was just like had his feelings hurt. Maybe I don't know. So
Yeah, it's like, you're right. I can't measure up to you, Jeff.
so you guys haven't heard My World. I mean, I think it's an underrated song here. I know Big Show's the talk of the town. I mean, if you don't think Big Show's song is the best theme, then what would you say right now off the top of your head, you guys? Can you think of a better one, Uncle Howard?
Well, no, I never said I didn't think it wasn't the
Okay.
best song. I think it's pretty good. Especially, I mean, I think the licensed songs are cheating, by the way.
Agree. Oh yeah. No Seven Dust, my brother.
Yeah, you can't be having that whoa 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 whoa. That's first of all, that's too catchy for a theme song.
What's that? What song are you saying? Whoa, 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 whoa! Is that supposed to be like Orange Cassidy?
That's the Jungle Boy one, man.
Okay.
Oh.
Baltimore. Got it.
The Orange Cassidy one's the one that song also, that's the song from Fight Club. That's too scary.
It's the number one. Yeah, I don't do horror movies, my brother. You know that. What about you, Bert? What do you think is the best wrestling theme if it's not the Big Shows?
I mean, for modern wrestling, it's been pretty garbage, actually.
Well, you like the
Besides
1930s Luthez song or something?
This is what?
Hey.
Like, there's like plenty of Attitude
Yeah,
Era.
no.
The GOAT is Ass Man. Like,
Well,
that's
Ass
the
Man,
best
yeah.
Mean Street
Aspen.
Posse theme was
Mean
a
Street
banger.
Posse is a banger.
Game
That's a
Girl
dope
Skin.
beat. You could chill to that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have a 1 hour mix of the Mean Street Posse theme, and I just put on and vibe.
Nice. What about you, Mike? Do you have
I will make a
favorite theme?
confession. I really dig Kenny Omega's current theme. Like,
Mhm.
it's got like a nice build up to it.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
pretty cool.
Okay.
I mean, as far as like, within the last 20, 30 years, I don't think it's that high on the list, but as far as modern stuff, it's up there. Darby's theme is pretty good. Lucha Bros theme is pretty good. I think WWE still has a handful of good themes. I can't think of any off the top of my head, but I think they're still there. But it's pretty good now that we're in the official era of an actual rich person owning a wrestling promotion and spreading that money around a little and getting licensed songs because I am actually pro licensed songs. So it's good
I'm
to
pro. Yeah, I'm pro for it as well. Not to interrupt you, but it's also like, I'm talking original songs though.
yeah. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. As far as now that the Forbidden Door is open, where you can just use a licensed song, it's pretty good for a written specifically for wrestling song because
Yeah.
you don't really need to have a good song written for wrestling these days.
I mean, you wouldn't. How great would Braun would be if you had a custom song with some lyrics in there. Even Seth Rollins needs some lyrics, man. I mean, there's a lot of guys they need. I think every wrestler. If you are a main event talent, you need lyrics. If you don't, if you're like a Brandon Cutler, you don't get lyrics, my brother.
Yeah. I did like remember when Benoit had the song, it was like chun.
Yeah.
That's all it
Yeah.
was the
Our
whole
Lady
time.
Peace.
That was a
Okay,
good
right.
song. No,
but
it was
then-
before Our Lady Peace.
Okay,
It
but
was
then
the
Our
first
Lady
one.
Peace decided to never play it
Yeah.
again.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why
Like
is that?
6 years after the murders.
6 years, yeah, right? You're like, okay, we just found out. Like, we're done with it. Like, who are you again? Well, still, bless their hearts, Our Lady Peace. I'm surprised they're not like Eve 6 right now, replying to shit on Twitter like, well, that just happened.
That's it. That's the tweet.
Yeah, these bands got funny all of a sudden. Them and Wendy's just
Yeah.
dicking around, huh? They're just having a laugh, huh? They're just like us. They are just like us. So I think we're gonna wrap it up here, guys. We really do appreciate you showing up here and recording with us on a musical edition here of Uncle to Uncle.
Would you guys like to sing your plugs?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm not going to sing my plugs, but I do a music podcast called First 7-Inch Club. And if you guys out there are into hardcore and punk rock and metal and stuff like this, we talk about old records you probably don't remember and decide whether or not they're worth listening to again. You could find that at First 7-Inch Club, or you could find it, just search Border Boss, because we're on the Border Boss, I guess you would call it, network. So just go check that out. And VRTL Pros on Instagram, but I don't really use the Instagram, but Twitter too, and pretty much everywhere else.
You guys, it's like split custody.
Yes. Yeah.
Al
got the photos, and I got the Twitter pretty much.
You do talk about bands like Against All Authority. I remember that.
I mean, somewhere in that realm,
range.
probably.
Okay.
Oh, that crazy devil music, bro.
Yeah, that's some rock and roll stuff, brother.
Yeah.
Okay. I respect that. All right.
Looking
what about
forward to
you?
hearing you guys review Just Joe.
Yeah. Looking
We
forward to
could.
that episode. Yeah, we could.
Like we only do bands with like a couple 7-inches, and I think Just Joe has too much of a discography for us to ever talk
that's
about,
fair.
unfortunately. Yeah.
Gotcha. I only got 4, brother, but that's another thing. Anyways, sorry everybody. I do apologize. Bert, you have anything you'd like to plug?
I got nothing working right now, but you can follow me at Oh Boy Oh Bert, and that's I would say subscribe to Uncle Patreon, but if you're listening to this, you already did, so good on you.
Good on
Keep
them, right?
subscribing.
Yeah, man. Appreciate the double plug.
Donate to the ASPCA, I guess.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Do
Yeah.
that. We all love
Okay.
animals here.
Oh, ASP. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
I was like,
The
wait a second.
associated.
That's not some
Yeah.
liberal thing, is it? Okay.
No. That's lefty loony or right wing felon. You can all agree. Little dogs and cats are our pals.
That's right. Yeah, even big cucks think that.
Yeah. Even the Big Show.
Well,